Does your child find it hard to stay focused on schoolwork and instead waste their time on pointless games? Well,
hey, I'm Richie.
And I'm Kyle Harwood, and today we're going to talk to you about the claim of Adderall, it's great for kids. Adderall is a combination medication containing 4 salts of amphetamine. Adderall is used in the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, as well as narcolepsy. It is also used as an athletic performance enhancer and cognitive enhancer, and recreationally as an aphrodisiac and euphoriant. As a sister or cousin drug of meth, one has to ask, is this the right drug to give to your child? Such a question has led many to ask, is Adderall just meth for kids?
Should you give your kid ADHD medications? This is a very difficult subject for parents to decide if they want their child medicated for ADHD or ADD. Most of the time these kids are struggling in school. Websites often give mixed messages about ADHD medications, which makes this process of deciding if they want to put their children on medications a lot harder. Some people with ADHD naturally become less symptomatic as their brain matures. About 1/3 of all people who have ADHD will need treatment their entire lives. Untreated ADHD can have long-term problems such as depression and substance abuse.
So while you debate whether to put your kid on Adderall or not, what are some pros and cons?
Here are some pros and cons of a child on medication for ADHD. Some of the pros are that the stimulants can be effective even if taken only occasionally. So say they have class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they can take it those days and it'll be just as effective as it would be if they take it throughout the entire week on a regular basis. Child will also be able to focus in class and could be more successful than they would be without the medication. Also, another pro would be it could reduce long-term problems associated with untreated ADHD, such as depression and substance abuse. Some of the cons of putting your child on medication for ADHD are that the side effects ranging from anorexia to depression. There's a possibility that the child will build a tolerance for the stimulants. Effects from the medication are only short-term, and there is no medication that can cure ADHD. Younger children are more at risk for extreme differences in their mood.
You said it, Richie, not to mention the crippling fact that they can't fall asleep at night because they're so overstimulated.
Some side effects of Adderall are anorexia, which is the loss of appetite, and it is common for this medication. Insomnia, difficulty falling asleep is also very common. Nausea, headaches, weight loss, emotional lability, moodiness, and irritability are very common. And in some cases, there are states of depression. More about the serious side effects of Adderall in children. So with anorexia, if a child develops this, it will be more difficult for them to get past it than, say, like an older, adult. Also with insomnia, it will most likely lead to mood swings and difficulty in focusing the next day. And then with depression from this drug, due to the fluctuation of chemicals in your brain from Adderall, for example, the dopamine levels in your brain can be low after using it, which can cause a state of depression.
The best way to know if Adderall is the right drug for your child is to talk to a doctor or professional physician, as side effects range in depths of severity and danger. With other alternatives present to treat hyperactivity disorders, perhaps letting your young one get a good night's rest without kid meth is the way to go.